I thought played with a lot of aggressiveness. They had an unbelievable, I thought, game plan where they intended just to spread the floor and drive us and attack us off the bounce. And they did a very good job of getting in our paint. And even though at times I thought we did a very good job of containing the dribble, that's been the strength of their team. We tried to play good, solid defense without fouling, but it was very challenging because that's the strength of this team is their ability to drive and get kickouts. But I was pleased that we did all the little things when the game's on the line that gave us a chance to win. Our bench was phenomenal. We had 33 points off the bench. I thought we had a lot of guys contribute. MJ Walker didn't have one of his better games. He didn't get a chance to practice this week. He was dealing with some of the light injuries that didn't keep him out from playing, but just kind of probably threw him out of rhythm a little bit. I could tell that Anthony Polite is still trying to shake the rust off of his layoff, as well as Boston. So with all that going on, to go on the road and come win a victory, I'm very pleased. If you guys are saying something, I can't hear you.
Coach, you guys, it seemed like Pitt was pretty determined to not let you beat them for three. Did you like the way you guys attacked the basket?
Well, we did. I didn't think that we did a very good job of getting in the paint to get kick-out threes. And they did a very good job defensively of being physical inside, and we must have missed probably 7 point-blank layups that we probably could have gotten, but they were so physical that we didn't handle that very well. You got to take your hat off to them. I thought they were very well prepared. I thought they never allowed us to get a whole lot of separation. They were extremely patient with the ball. But at the end of the day, I thought we got the stops we had to when the game was on the line, and I thought our guys executed and made big plays. Got some second shots off the board that kind of secured the victory for us.
Leonard, what does that say about your team when your leading scorer doesn't score a point and you still get a win like that? I guess that's what you preach, right? It's not one guy. The other people have to step up.
But even though he didn't score a point, I thought his contribution defensively, his leadership on the bench was unbelievable. I mean, MJ didn't practice for 2 days, and he might have practiced maybe 30 minutes since the last game, and quite naturally, but his that you wouldn't totally be on top of the game as much as you know it would be. But he gave us great leadership. I thought his defense was excellent, and we were able to win games again by committee. When I look at the quality of our depth, getting 33 points off our bench, it really represents who we are as a basketball team. We continue to keep winning games by committee.
They don't have the deepest rotation. Champagne doesn't ever come off the court. Did you feel like you might be able to wear them down as the game went on?
Well, they were extremely determined because this is a very big game for them. I mean, if they had an opportunity to win this game, we probably could have put them back in the NCAA tournament picture, being that we're ranked in one of the top teams in the ACC. So we got their best shot. There's no doubt about that. They were very deliberate. They were very, very calculating on exactly what they wanted. And they just dribbled the ball around, and they really, really wanted to take us off the dribble. I probably could have played more zone, but you got to give them credit. It was a hard-fought game for us, and that's why I feel so good about the game, because they did a lot of things good. They were extremely determined to try to get this victory, and we never could get any separation. That this shows how determined they were.
Were you surprised at all that they played the way they played without Audie Stoney out there?
Not really. I mean, in the ACC, everybody is loaded with talent, and you're gonna have injuries. We've had our share, and I thought that when I looked at Horton and Johnson and Sabrina, I think that's what you could. I thought that they all represent themselves very well. And I mean, there's somehow or another during this time of year, especially in February, you look around, we all seem to have little aches and pains. That's why I'm so proud of our guys, because we share playing time, we share the ball, and hopefully the little issues that we're dealing with won't be issues that would affect us for the remainder of the season.
You talked about this being a big game for them. This has been a pretty big week for your team. Looking back, you had the loss to Georgia Tech, and then had that time off. Do you feel like your team is in the same kind of form right now that it was early in the season?
I think we've played better. I think that we got to shake the rust off a little bit. I think that we are not totally on sync. Now, we played exceptionally well against Virginia. There's no doubt about that. But I still think we still got a lot more room for improvement. And I think the upside for this team is still pretty high. I don't think we've come close to reaching our potential. That's one of the things I like about this team. I think we still got some areas where we can be more consistent in. And I think our players understand that and believe that. That's allowing us to stay focused and keep working hard.
Any more questions for Coach?
Leonard, could you talk a little bit about, both Raekwon's really, but first Evans's game, just the stability he gave you late in the game with the free throws and ball handling and just being able to have somebody like that to go to? Well,
it's a great observation on your part. Raekwon Gray has a great feel for the game. He sees the game almost through a coach's eyes. I mean, it's amazing to me how knowledgeable he is about our system and how he's verbalizing that to on a consistent basis with our team that gives us, a guy on the court who's really, along with MJ, that's giving us great leadership. But he has a knack for this, a great feel. He misses a shot. He gets his rebound. He handles the ball against the press. He's a guy who really is a utility guy who now is kind of taking over Terrence Mann's role as being a stat stuffer. He's doing all the little things that's giving us a chance to win. And he's given us so much behind the scenes with his leadership that even makes him more valuable to us.
And how did you think the other Raekwon played, Evans?
Well, obviously, he gave us good leadership. I mean, he is so important to us because he makes very few poor decisions. He's a guy who distributes the ball. His defense is solid. He hits his free throws. He's a really good perimeter shooter. And sometimes when we need a guy to break the defense down and get in there and make a layup and draw a foul, he does as well as anybody on the team. He's such an unselfish player, and he's a team player. And he's given us great floor leadership while he's on the floor.
All set with Coach?
Yeah, I just had one more, Leonard. I'm sorry. You shot so well against Virginia, almost overwhelmed them with your shooting. And then this one, you missed. You didn't make a ton of threes. You missed, like you said, a lot of point blank layups. How this felt like how you have to be in a tournament when sometimes the shots aren't falling. Is that why you're so encouraged by this win?
Yes, no doubt about that, because we all know that we're a pretty good shooting team, but we didn't get the number of kickouts with our post guys. We didn't get into the paint as well as we'd like to get those kickouts. I thought they did a very good job of heavy hedging us. They kept us from reversing the ball as sharply as we would like to, but we still found a way to win. We can win with MJ Walker and Mike and Anthony Polite. You're not shooting the ball well from the perimeter. Us going 4 or 14 from 3. We'll take this victory because we know that we're gonna shoot better than this.
Everybody all set? All right, I'm gonna bring Raekwon Gray in.